Bro, chat, if you want, you can literally go on my stream and like. But do you want to see a progress check?
A what?
Progress check.
You should like color in the spots more, like with the crayon, like to make it even. Because the crayon's like colored sloppy.
Yeah, I know what you mean. It's hard. What am I cooking? I'm gonna color this in like shade it in.
No, no, he's in New York, New Jersey.
Should the middle mushroom be purple or pink? And then like the right one is gonna be the opposite of that.
Wait, what?
Should the middle one be pink or purple? And then like the right one is just gonna be the opposite of whatever you pick.
Purple.
The middle one should be purple?
Yeah.
Okay. This blue is like so good.
She could actually get out of the country. I don't see. I don't know how that can happen.
What the fuck? Why are they after King on truck? Jay, can you throw me my controller, please? Thank you. We're starting to get worried.
During this time, we are trying to strengthen our case and make it clear that there would be no reasonable doubt that Hugh Armstrong was the killer.
Turn your phone down, please. Do it. Oh my freaking gosh.
Bro, that look like a newborn vomited, drink it up and vomit it again. Just kidding, bro. Hey, good. How are you? I'm good. How about you, G? Alright, bro. No, the middle one's gonna be purple here.
Successful strength to learn from that.
Which why are you coloring? I thought you were tired.
Yeah, but this just like seemed fun. So.
Colin and I knew each other through the cycling community in Austin. Journalist, writing and covering outdoor recreation, sports, things like that. And I have some stories with him. We are here in Austin, Texas, outside the garage.
What's your title? Sleep stream after coloring? Or coloring before sleep stream?
No, I'm just fucking. I just have it as drawing right now.
Bruh. That's boring.
But you're right. That's a good one.
Yeah, this is, we got a lot of stuff in here. Where do we start? Colin Strickland really dedicated himself to gravel racing and being the best gravel racer in the world.
What new? What do you mean what's new? Fucking. I guess this, bro. Drawing on stream. I never used to do this, bro.
Yeah. I remember Mariah telling me when I was training ride the Colin Strickland, she said in a way that like I should have learned. I knew that he had a history of manipulating with relationships because I was aware of past things. I had met Mariah at Idaho. She just found the race. We just kind of chatted briefly during the event. And after the event, I invited her out to get a beer. I had a girlfriend. We didn't have any romantic conversations at all. She just walked out for her career and told her like you were. So that's definitely was attracted to her, but also just wanted to be helpful. And at that point, it's totally perfect.
Piss it up.
He didn't go to bike races and act like he had a girlfriend. He wouldn't talk about her or bring her around. It was sort of like the joke, who is Caitlin? Oh, she was the woman standing right next to Colin that he didn't introduce you to. I remember hearing about Colin because you're back from that race. And it's like that Colin Strickland
What season? What would I see?
male cyclists historically got more attention and sponsorship dollars and motives aside will help female cyclists. Mel wanted to go to a gravel race in Texas that was like at the end of 2021, and I signed up for it, and then it got canceled. She's like, "Do you still want to go?" I was like, "No." She said that she was excited to call Texas and that there might be something more there just to watch it. Brian, I had no romantic anything at this point. I was driving home, my girlfriend was taking all the way back to Bentonville, and since we had a break in the drive, I just told him, I just feel I don't feel like I can't do this anymore. We didn't really fight at all. And we were partners in so many different things. A few days later, I get a message from Ryan. I say, "Damn, this nigga's Brandon Austin."
Should this top right one be pink or like the blue?
Like, very clear.
Like circle.
The blue. Oh, excuse me.
The blue?
Because you already had the pink on the right side of another one.
Angry. And I effectively started dating Mariah for a week, but she's not. Was on a break with Caitlin, even though she was still living in the same house in a separate room. And Mariah and Colin started hanging out. Romantic her during that time period. I definitely warned her about Colin, but you could never think like he would hurt her. He indicated that he does own a 9mm handgun. The cartridge cases that were recovered on scene were 9mm cartridges. I have indicated he never shot it. She went into my phone and read everything. She blocked so much contacts on my phone. I knew that she could find information if she wanted to. That she had in terms of footing with God. He had kind of disappeared and really pulled back, both friendship-wise, relationship-wise, and wasn't very communicative. I want to know his cards first before playing my mom. It's just so hard to get a true sense of what's happening. I'm terrified of expressing feelings or being rejected. A lot of times we weren't able to connect over the phone. And so if there was something that she really needed a quick opinion on, like just maybe listen, I'll get back to you today. Hey, I already thought yesterday, kind of just been hanging out by myself. I don't know her from always at all. Little radio silent. Have you seen him in Austin at all? There just hasn't been any communication from either of us until I texted him today to explain my text didn't go through. Maybe he thinks that I'm not interested or something. Not quite sure. Okay, last night I was in the meeting for happy hour, and who do I see? Colin, and Caitlin, and a couple other guys. Eventually Colin comes over and hug each other. Don't really say that much. They're like, oh, great to see you. Like, I don't know, these were kind of weird. And yeah, I haven't seen him or heard from him since. I need some sort of closure. I don't know how to get it. I'm probably going to see him tonight. There's a party thing, but Caitlin's there. Like, he's probably not going to talk to me. Very uncomfy. I was going to be taken to the medical exam results. The autopsy does be done very that being said, sure that it's 4 times. Did y'all have that clear? You know, okay. Yes. Okay. I just wanted to.
You're drawing looks good. Do you think like you're gonna outline it with the Trippy or no?
Probably not.
Okay. Why not?
Colin was really struggling with whether
Because
the relationship
look at that shit.
but he saw that Caitlin was compassionate, caring person. I think the biggest thing for him too was like she was incredibly helpful. Colin was trying to help that trail down. Caitlin was very knowledgeable in finance. That was obvious.
Alright, Liz, I finished it. Liz.
Wait. I was muted this whole fucking time?
Yeah.
Bruh. I said what? And then I said that it looks good. And then I said that bro's messing up. And then I said you should outline where you smudged the crayon. Like go over it again. So it looks better.
Bro, what if I outlined it and then I kept outlining the whole picture to where like the background is like just like a wave of colors, you know what I'm saying? To the end of the page. Or no?
Yeah.
I should?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think I could actually do it?
Mm-hmm. It was just take a while.
Start with the black first and then just like go with the actual colors I used. Yeah.
Yeah.
Police served a search warrant on the home of Strickland. While there, they found a couple of pistols. Are there any other firearms in his home? Or is other people? Saying to the officer that it was Colin's girlfriend. I said the only person I could think of was Michael's girlfriend. I don't know her.
Was it purple? Was it purple? Was it orange? No. Was it red? I said that. You're welcome. You're welcome, Liz. Thank you. I said thank you. You're welcome. Oh. No, you're welcome for picking it up. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. You're welcome. Drinking hot Cheetos. I'm gonna see if they're good and then share some with you. No, I'm not. Thank you. About what happened in the while calling your name. And it sounds like there's a lot of stuff that's going on, and it sounds like, Colin's been maybe talking to this girl for a little bit and kind of threw your name in there. Like dating stuff, and I don't want to get the worst side of it, okay? I feel like I do that. So that's all here, please. So at this point, you want to agree to okay? So this is very consensual. Like, you're not under arrest, okay? If you were really friends and obviously.
Oh shit, Chad, this is gonna be fucking fire. What color do I use for the first outline?
Wanted. If Colin wasn't right, didn't want to get it, or was pretty good, or
It's pretty bad.
Yeah, it's gonna look sick, I think.
maybe he went out with this girl the other day. Like, and maybe it sounds like the same thing.
What should the first color be after the black for the outline?
That's not fair. He's just saying. What colors did you use for like the inside of the mushroom?
Blue, purple, pink.
No, Chad, the inside, like the inside of the mushroom head.
Like I did like a yellow and also orange. Like orange for the outline and then yellow for like the coloring in.
She used those colors.
Which one first?
I
think the orange.
I think yellow.
Yellow? I might use marker yellow though. I use crayon yellow, but I think I'm gonna use marker yellow for this. Let me see. Yeah.
She used marker velvet.
For the whole like trail. Should I add any colors? Only keep it these colors. I think only these colors.
I remember being in our apartment and Brian came into my room and said, "You'll never believe what happened today." She looked down at her phone and she saw a unknown number calling her, but because it was a Texas number and she had a sponsorship in Austin, she thought she should answer it. So she picked up the phone and someone just said, "Hi, Mel." And I said, "Well, you know, who is this?" And she said, "It's Caitlin." Brian just said that Caitlin mentioned, "Hey, Colin and I are still seeing each other, so it would probably just be better if you didn't involve yourself in that anymore." It sounds like there are some issues between you and this girl, and I think there's probably a lot more to it that you can help explain. We're just gonna hear you or something. Like, I don't know, because they don't have the story. And all I see is that your people's over there that kind of makes it look not too good, right? Okay. And then when we're talking to Colin, and then we're hearing like, yeah, there was some jealousy stuff going on. Like, that doesn't sound very good. And so that's why I want to get your side of the story, because there's a lot more going on. I really don't think I'm going to be able to.
There we go. That they didn't quite have enough information to homegrown. I don't even think at the time they could even have enough information to say Colin wasn't driving. We could have walked the motorcycle coming back.
You know, in your heart, why should play?
You told the other ones who were those stressed me to tell you that I think Caitlin did this from your high school. I think of the person that I think is capable. No, I don't believe that.
I was there when we were all sitting outside reading here. I'm the one who asked her, like, what would you do if you ever saw Colin with another person? You know, she blankly, coldly said, "I told them." And we thought she was
Oh shit, chat. This is gonna be fucking gas. It actually looks sick in the UV light too.
with the marker?
Yeah.
Bye. I knew it. My genius or what?
Yeah. So I should use purple marker too, but it's gonna be darker than the actual purple mushroom, but that's probably okay, right?
Upside down, Caitlin wasn't worried that the house was sponsored, that they were listening, so she wanted to go somewhere else. So the next morning, they walked to
Actually, let me cook.
coffee shop. Colin basically like, look, from a criminal standpoint, we just need to account for where we were every minute of the day yesterday. The police took Caitlin and Colin.
Can I almost stop? Jacob, can you pass me my wafer?
Worshiping phones, and they were walking back from the coffee shop.
Can you pass me my wafer, please?
Like that.
Your blanket?
This nigga.
Vapor rub. I'm literally covered in blankets.
I want to see if they have captured this black SUV. Maybe I can see this driver. I was contacted by one of the neighbors and provided 2 hours of video for the doorbell. But what was significant about this doorbell camera was that it possibly recorded, wasn't motion activated. And so it had video, but it also had audio. I was being typed or anything that
All right, Liz. After orange,
video playing in the
Liz. After orange, should it be blue or pink or
I think it should
purple
honestly just
or
stay
green?
orange and yellow. Maybe some green in there, but I think it should just say orange and yellow.
You think so?
Yeah.
Why?
Let me see. I don't know. I feel like it just looks better. Like with it. It honestly looks good the way it is, but like if you want to add like all the way, I don't think it would like look good or like pop right if you use a bunch of different colors.
Damn.
You know what I think?
Yeah.
Later on that day, I received information from our ballistics unit, and it said that the gun recovered during the search warrant calls for instance, once the gun was used during the commission of this murder. Was the same type of cartridges that were.
What if I add purple or no?
Yeah, that would look good.
Pink?
But like, be careful. Cause it's like the dark purple was there.
I know. This pink marker too.
The only problem was, Caleb was gone. Police, U.S. Marshals, and the FBI are all on the hunt for the killer of a 25-year-old cyclist.
But officials are now asking for the killer itself to find him.
The municipal court judge issued a warrant for Marshall's arrest. The office of the United States Marshal Service and those of the passport of the she was back home to Detroit to be with family. Very possible. Manhunt underway for a Texas woman accused of murdering an elite cyclist. A 34-year-old woman has disappeared since her ear.
Should I continue at just orange and yellow? Or should I leave it?
Are you asking me or chat?
You.
I think you should like. I don't know. I think you should fill it all the way.
With just orange and yellow or all the colors?
Whatever you feel like you want to do more.
What do you think?
I told you what I think.
Just orange and yellow? Right?
Stop chewing that.
Huh?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna run it. I kind of like it because it kind of makes it like a heat wave and like, I don't know. Kind of looks like, it kind of looks like a shroom feeling almost.
Yeah. Like a, I don't know. It just like pops in the light with it more. Stop chewing like that.
Chat. Lizard. Lizard.
I'll do it again. What?
Bro, what if like halfway through the paper I switch the colors to the other colors that was in the mushroom?
Kind of tricky. What if you did it like in a pattern, like how you did the yellow, orange stuff? You know
Yeah.
like use the same two colors continuously and then switch it to two other colors.
Yeah, I will. So like I should go like maybe blue, pink, purple, green.
I think you should do blue, green,
Blue,
and then
green,
pink and purple.
and then pink and purple. Okay. Blue, green, blue first.
Yeah. Use the green first though.
So green, then blue, then pink, then purple.
You could get away with this, and that she wasn't going to have to answer for what she did, like anyone else may have.
So like green, then blue, then pink, then purple.
I think then purple then pink, but yeah. And then wait, how many times did you do the lines for the yellow and orange?
I'm still doing that. Like I think I'm just gonna do it like till this is like half of the paper. So
I think you can stop right there and start already.
Really?
Yeah. You should also try to like make it like more squiggly.
Okay. Wait, so then should I only do like every 4 lines then? So 1, 2, 3, 4,
Yeah.
6. Wait, this is 6 already though.
Thanks for that.
We'll do 6.
Do not focus on the loss. Well, it's not easy though, because I still want to be here.
Stop playing with that.
Right.
Wait, should the first one just be 6 and then now I go to every 4 and then just do every 4 and go back and forth?
Grief is like a big mud puddle.
If you think so, yeah.
You can walk around it and around it. Just be circling it for the rest of your life. Or you can walk right through it and out the other end. The highly anticipated murder trial gets underway here in Austin. It's a case that has received international media attention. There's a large contingency of news reporters, spectators, and people tweeting behind the scenes of the courtroom. Did Caitlin Armstrong shoot and kill Mariah Wilson? That is a question that the jury will answer. So there's no direct evidence, there's no eyewitness, there's no video of the murder. It's not for a jury to hang their hat on and expect. Evidence will come out that Caitlin Armstrong was nowhere near the scene of Miss Wilson's murder. To the allegations in paragraph 1 of the indictment, how he pleaded. To the allegations in paragraph 2 of the indictment, how he pleaded. You may be seated.
Cohen,
Yeah.
if you were recently being suspected of murdering somebody for jealousy, and they don't actually interrogate you, but they do ask you some questions, but you're not under arrest, and they tell you that you're free to leave, and they ask you for your story of it because, like, somebody's pointing fingers, in a way, and they're like, so why are they saying that? And you're like, okay, I want to leave now. Like, you don't say anything.
Yeah.
And then they figure out some more stuff and try to contact you, and you just disappear. They're looking for you forever. And then you change your hair, you get facial surgery done so that you look like your sister a little bit more. You do use your passport, and you start trying to travel to Costa Rica, but you don't make it all the way there. But you're leaving. Oh no, actually, she did make it to Costa Rica. She fled the country. Would you not think that that's like weird to do if that was you?
Yeah, that would be weird.
Do you think like maybe that's suspect? That's not something that you would normally do right in the middle of somebody getting murdered and people are looking at you for it.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
For a Negro to come back and plead not guilty and have their fucking defense attorney be like, it will show and the evidence will prove that he's not there.
Chat. This green though? Do I go around it with this green or do I put this green on top of that green? Or do I just not use
Write
this
the
at
green
all?
on the disc paper real quick.
It's right here. This big one. It's pretty dark.
I looked Caitlin Armstrong in the eyes, and she showed nothing. Absolutely nothing. I don't know. I don't think so, but like to match it with like the glow and shit, I feel like you should.
The glow. But this isn't even really glow. It's like dark.
Wait, what did you say?
I said, but this isn't even really glow. It's just dark.
For real, it's not vibrant like the other colors. Maybe don't. Just like make it really pigmented when you use it. Go.
This is the bag. It's her fight. That was what she cared about. That's what he was doing. The bicycle process DNA. I asked them to process a couple other spawns or items on the bike just to be sure. The computer that comparison showed that Caitlin's DNA was actually on the bicycle. The simplest, logical, most reasonable explanation for the defendant's DNA to be on his bike. The defendant touched the bike after he took the bike out and showed it. Every person that handled this bike handled it the same way. I was very upset that attorney Cochran handled the bike. I don't think that shows much respect. What's astounding right here, this was the area not swamp. One in, and it showed yet another unmarked profile. It's hard for all of us to be in that room. I think it's especially. I mean, it's hard. It just feels like cold air. I don't even feel that much. It's like I just don't feel like it's a sort of encouraging people. I just didn't see her not show any emotion at all. All I see is a stone. I have a picture of her stone. every once in a while I look and I just is there any softness in that mug anywhere? Is there any flesh in that mug or is it all flesh? I don't know. Definitely on the it was hard to watch Colin on the wheel stand. He did not look like the same person in trial that he was before Mariah died. It was hard to see Colin face to face, particularly because I placed so much blame on him for his manipulation. Colin Strickland had non-committal answers to attorneys today and also sat with him by pulled away and his hand up in what may have been an attempt to block out Armstrong. His demeanor was, I do not want to be here. He looked away. He had his hand down often. He slumped over the microphone. He would put his hand on his head like this. His eyes were often closed. And he rarely would even look at the person who was questioning or whether it was something on the side. When Colin was asked in his cross-examinations if he knew the defendant, he actually came out and said, like, no. And I think it was a statement of, I thought I knew her, but I don't. He had very pertinent information to help us put this case together. He had tested for both. I didn't like the fact that he came off being very reluctant at times. And I wanted to tell him, come on, dude. Do it like this and make it easier for yourself. State pulled up text between Strickland and Armstrong from October 2021. That was a time when Wilson and Strickland met up in Austin. The message that seemingly from Armstrong to Strickland, I know you better than to show up at Meteor with that girl. Strickland says that girl is a reference to Wilson. Jurors were shown a text message sent to Strickland containing a video and some kind of firing range shooting a gun. The person's face isn't shown, but Strickland testified he believes it's Armstrong. Colin ended up in the middle of some very unfortunate events. I don't think that he ever anticipated or intended for things to happen the way that they did. But I also don't think that we can look at what happened without acknowledging his involvement. It bothers me that him lying created the situation and the scenario that led to both deaths. But on the other hand, he didn't pull the trigger. He didn't kill him. And there's nothing about Kevin Armstrong, in my opinion, that suggested to Common, I better be careful. This girl could kill someone. I don't think he saw it coming. And if he did, maybe he'd done something different.
Liz. So, do I do every 4 of these colors and then every 6 of these ones? Or I think I should do every 6 of the yellow and orange, right? And then after that, when I get to these colors, I do these ones twice. So like 8 total of these ones, but then 6 of these ones.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did have access to a lot of his information, and there was an iPad at home.
Wait, how many are you doing after the ones that you have already there? Are you doing yellow and orange again?
That's what I was saying. Like, do I do yellow and orange right now of 6 of them again? Or do I do another layer of these colors I just did and then do 6 of these?
Now, it is under Christine Wall, but Mariah sends a picture from Mariah. So
I think you should do another 6 of them and then those ones.
So go 6 and then 4 and then 6 and then 4 and then 6 and then 4. Right.
Huh?
So go 6 and then 4 and then 6 and then 4 and then 6 and then 4 the whole time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which would take you to that area. And then she turns around and she starts heading east until 5th. Then her arm takes a turn.
I don't repeat black, right? I feel like I should not repeat black.
Figure out what to do. She pulls over into a parking lot area. Sits there for about a minute. I don't know if initially she was just going to go confront them until this person might, yell, scream, slap, pull hair, but that's not what happened. She sits there for a minute and then makes the decision to turn her phone off. And then her Jeep starts heading east, straight to Cashier's neighborhood. Caitlin's Jeep locations match exactly with all the surveillance video. She's circling that neighborhood, and she's sitting in her car waiting at about 3 different spots at least. We see Mariah and Colin heading back over. Caitlin circling the block until she sees them come home. They're within a block of each other. She's waiting for Colin to leave. I know how it ends, and it's still just really hard to watch this unfold. One of the most horrific things that we learned was just how long she had circled Cash's house, just how intentional it was. She basically stalked her. It was mind-blowing just that we were able to put all of that together, and that really that digital evidence almost became another witness in the trial. You can't really accuse data of lying. Think I'm gonna go home. That's not 8:30.
Bro, this is actually so cooking.
Huh?
This is actually so cooking.
For real.
Fuck, bro. We're really artists for real.
As soon as he leaves, she circles that alley. She parks her Jeep, and then she sits in the Jeep for a little while. Mariah locks the door. She gets in, and then she's texting a podcaster around 9:13. A few minutes later, the screams and the gunshots were heard. Who got shot? One to the front of the head, one to the side of the head. Against the index finger. That's the passes. Got that 4 or 5 seconds. Silence. Kevin Armstrong. Still Oklahoma Wilson. And for the 3rd shot, right on Wilson's phone. Hearing those screams, they still bother me. I try not to listen to that one. It's very difficult. I was coming to terms with what if she's not put away? What does that mean for the Wilsons? What does that mean for me? But so tense. So these 12 people, everything we do all comes down to jury. They didn't like it or they didn't buy it. And one of them didn't like it or didn't buy it. You're gonna I've done that all 3 times. And Clouds number D1DC 2230129, referring to the jury for the offense of murder. We do having found the defendant, Caitlin Armstrong, guilty of the offense of murder. This court hereby sentences you to 19
years when the Texas Department of Criminal Justice added $10,000 fine as imposed by the jury. You may be seated. Is there any allocution to be made? I'm not sure if my words can penetrate your heart, but I'm gonna try. I hate what you did to my beautiful daughter. It's very selfish and cowardly. A violent act on my son. It was cowardly because he never chose to face her wounds moment in a civil conversation. She would have listened. She was an amazing listener. She would have cared about your feelings. She was a caring and important person. If you allowed yourself to actually know her, you never, ever would have wanted to hurt her. When you shot Mariah in the heart, you shot in my heart. Shot Eric in my heart. I don't know why God let this happen, but He let it happen. We trust that there's going to be good come from that. Maybe it'll help somebody, down the road. So something like this is good. There really are no winners here. This is not a time for celebration, but a time for prayer.
Yes.
Time to pray for our family, our friends, the Armstrong family,
Yes.
and their friends. This sad story is a perfect example of why integrity
Stop being annoying with the camera and get on my
in our
feet.
personal relationships,
Can I sleep with you, please?
how dishonesty
Please.
and often
Probably
lead
the
to
only time
unintended
you're gonna be here.
consequences.
So you're probably gonna go to.
Selfish manipulation, jealousy, and hatred never lead to positive outcomes. Violence is never a good way.
I don't want you to. I want to see
It
that
only
all
leads
day.
to more suffering.
Only one thing.
Our lives have changed forever.
So,
But with this challenging ordeal now behind us, we are ready to
It's
move
because
forward
you always
and continue
not
our
wanting to
healing.
sleep with you. And that's the only thing you ever say. And it's so fun.
Strong,
no, you freaking don't.
gentle, and kind spirit.
You never got
What
icy.
she wants to do.
You never say no.
Will I still go out?
Yeah,
You never say.
after me saying no 1,000 freaking times, I don't have to say yes to you, Jacob. When you ask somebody a question, yes or no is the answer that you're expecting to receive. Obviously, you are hoping that one is being said than the other, but you're getting two answers. Either or. You should expect both of them. Should you not?
Something like that?
Yes or no?
This just is still so incomprehensible.
You never let me sleep with you.
Yes, I do, Jacob. And most of the times that I do let you, you don't even sleep with me. You sleep.
You keep saying that because of that one time.
It was not one time, Jacob. You've done it like 4 times.
4 times. Guess how many times you said no? Just so you can get every excuse to not let me sit with you.
I've said no about like 6 times. Ooh, 2 more.
You only said it 6 times because you were never here when you were at college.
So many things away from us this year. We should take away our life. For freedom. For ability to experience this world. Ability to enjoy. Only just consequence for that is that she should no longer be able to have been able to experience freedom for the rest of her life. belief system. Whenever we make choices and they have negative consequences, we can't just walk away. It's about what's right and wrong and being held accountable. Just senseless kind of thing. This is pretty much my life these days. It's time alone in the shop. Part of that's just things outside of my control. So I shrunk my world massively. And if it feels like that, control, things are spinning my way. Control.
Holy unbad.
Get rid of everything.
Can I like this? No.
I would never be fucking sorted by this. Not as a man family. Not ever Brian. Not ever. Boom, Brian, private. Every single thing. It all led to this.
Close my door, please. Thank you.
This is what I found in a thrift store when I was trying to decide whether or not I was going to be capable of moving back into this space or not. And I pulled it out of the wall of 300 frames. And it has a little bike going out of the frame, which feels really appropriate for what was happening in the moment. Got a balloon over here. There's a pose going on. And then it says, with you all the way. And I just kind of was totally overcome when I saw this. I moved back in. I wanted this space to feel joyful and bright. And so I wanted there to be a lot of color on the wall.
How is it looking, chat?
It's looking good, but I just messed up a little bit. I'm trying to fix it. It's not the worst mistake.
Okay, well, I'm going to sleep. Okay.
You want to see it real quick?
Yeah, sure. Oh, it's fine.
Yeah.
When you like finish the top part of it, are you just gonna like continue in the bottom?
Yeah.
Okay. Bye, bye, bye. Hey, good night.
Are you gonna leave me? Liz, are you up? I basically finished. I just have to finish like all the shit I missed.
It's fine.
It's tough.
Yeah.
And she came out of the bedroom, yelled at him, and told him to get off that bike and be quiet. She was trying to nap. It was a shock to me that she could have yelled at my grandson like that in my house. Her behavior towards my son was not acceptable in Dave's eyes. Nobody talked to his grandson like that. She could come in and start trying to control his grandbabies. That's just not going to happen. Those grandbabies are our pride and joy. I told her, you need to get your stuff together. And I'm going to take my grandson to eat, and when we get back, we better be out of my house. And we left, and when we came back, she was gone. When all the issues came with Francis, they wanted her to go. So he was happy when she left. I asked Francis to leave in January, and she moved into her new home across the street in March. When she moved in, I never dreamed we'd have issues. I just assumed she'd stay over there and live her life, and we'd stay over here and live our life. But Frances decided she was going to try to cause problems. One of the first issues was the property line. Frances had moved in, and she was kind of taking over property that wasn't hers. It was actually my grandfather's. Frances wanted to build a driveway. She wanted to take it over on my dad's property, and my dad would not let her. My grandfather was getting very irritated, and she was not backing down. They had it surveyed, and he was right. She was way over the property line, but that wasn't good enough. Frances went ahead and built the driveway. My dad was furious. My grandfather decided to mark it off very vividly for her. He put some vehicles there, upside down. Yeah. He flipped cars over. Welcome to Kentucky. From that point on, it just went downhill real quick. My mom, at the time, wasn't working because of her health problems. She was staying at home a lot. And my sister was off to college. I was obviously grown and living in a completely different state. I know that she was getting kind of lonely. So she decided, I think I'm going to try to get out of the house a little bit. My friends had a tanning salon, and one of my best friends worked for them. And I hung out there all the time. While Mom was at the tanning salon and helping her friends, Frances came out to the salon and kind of was making a scene, and then my mom told her she had to leave. And then Frances made a post on Facebook to the business saying that she's going to have to be working there. She was accusing me of working while I was on disability, and she was going to try to report me. But I was not working, I was just volunteering and hanging out. She was just trying to get the business owners in trouble. My mom has wanted to protect her tribe. So when Frances decided that she was going to take my mom down and the tanning salon down, my mom said that it wasn't going to happen. She's not the type to even bully. I went out my front door, went out there, and I told her, mind your own business. Nobody's bothering you. You don't want to be bothered. I did ask her why she was doing it. She was like, she said, because I can. Then we got into a fight. It wasn't just pulling hair, slapping, it was a fight. David goes and broke it up and broke me off. Frances called 911.
911, where did your hurt be?
The neighbors up down here knocking on my door. My mom just said, I'm going to kill you, kid. And when I was reported, he said, this is what you think of the time.
And what's her name?
Her name is Donna Scott. David Scott come in my house and took me down in my husband's thing. I absolutely want to thank Sergeant.
Just a tall son. As the cool kids say, that would be gas. Natural gas and oil are used to make up 96% of the products we use every single day. So you're going to stop talking from your golf ball, your shoes, your shirt, because the color of this microphone I'm whispering into right now. Yeah, what? Just a total person. Right? All right, yeah. Energy transfer levels, gas. We need the energy that makes life possible.
Oh, good. Yeah. Not sure. I'm just going to picture. That's why I'll be early. Nothing to work. Especially tonight. Especially this time.
I worked for Montgomery County Sheriff's Department. I was a deputy sheriff. We had to respond to Washington Street. There was an incident that neighbors had a fight, and a minor assault. Frances was telling me that she was struggling with the stick.
Frances told the police that I took a hoe and that I hit her with it and that David picked her. And she demanded that I be arrested.
She didn't have any injuries on her that I asking to show she was struck with a stick. I can't make it rest on assault unless there's very serious physical injuries that we can see.
I mean, was we scuffed up from rolling on the ground? Absolutely. But no, she was fine. Then all of a sudden the next day she had a neck brace on, an arm brace on.
Francis did follow up with the steps on the press charges against Johnny. She went to the county attorney. What was issued for Sean in that case?
I was arrested 2 weeks after the fight. But I mean, I knew it was coming because she was not going to stop until they arrested. And when we got to the jail, I called David and said, I'm at the jail, I'm being arrested. And so he said, I'll be right there. This is the first time I've ever been in trouble. I was embarrassed because they still worked at the jail part-time at the deputy jail. Dave calls me, lets me know that my mom and Francis physically assaulted each other, and that Francis was pressing charges and wanted to see her in jail. I was kind of in shock. I've never seen my mom act like that.
Dave kept in contact with us after the altercation. He was definitely worried about it because he didn't want anything to go against his name or Sean's.
Dave said that he was going to get things settled, but just try to let everybody cool off. Well, I don't think everybody cooled off. When I got home from being released from jail, Francis was out in the yard, video recording on her phone. She was mad. She called the jail. She called the sheriff's office, demanding that they put me in jail for 18 months for assaulting her. I'm being unfair to trade here in Montgomery County, and I don't know. These people come to my house and talk to me, and they will not do anything they do. I don't care that if you work in jail, no. They think they can do anything up here and some David has that thing to them. Get away with it. I haven't talked to basically. I have talked to the attorney general 3 different times. They invited me to report me to the FBI. And the FBI told me it's not like to be okay. And I focus right now on my letter. President Trump. This is a moving weapon for. Francis had this idea in her head that Dave working at the jail made it impossible for my mom to face charges, which is absolutely absurd. The jail force is here protecting Dave's job and his life. It's full of him. It's full of him. 2 weeks after I was released from jail, they served me with a paper to go to court.
The case came to me in 2017, and I was appointed as prosecutor. Sean Scott was being charged with assault with 4th-degree minor injury. It's a Class A misdemeanor. I learned from reviewing the report that it was a favor-on-favor case where his lawyer was the victim of an assault. My first impression was pretty clear-cut, and I'm like, okay, well, hopefully this is something that we can resolve.
After my first court appearance, I wasn't no danger to no one. I was just sitting home waiting for my trial.
Shauna was under no contact order as part of her bond in the Kroger case. She's had no contact with the victim. In this case, it was Francis Sawyer. If she did violate that no contact order, she could potentially be taken back into custody.
I was not allowed to mow my front yard. I was not allowed to go to my own mailbox because it was 500 foot to her. That's how close we lived. I think that Francis really started to try to bait my mom to cross that line so that she could make a phone call and have my mom go to jail, which is what she wanted all along. From that point on, she was nonstop, called the police. It doesn't matter what we did,
She called it out something. We don't take it back. No. I want to report back to home where so and that's what respond. I wrote that with the cat. Oh, you found it? Yes. Okay. Every time I walk out my damn yard, they're out there videotaping me like I'm some kind of movie star. They come up talking about me. And what happened? The license plate a few years. I was calling Washington Avenue almost daily. It was over and over, just all the time. Every day, baby. My young neighbors around here sitting on fireworks. And the party was flying on top of my people. I'll get the deputy is in the way, okay? We have to respond to every call, and that's hard. That's small beginning because most of the time we only had 2 deputies on duty. My boss been there in 4th of July, the 2 fireworks, and I'll bring on 10. We'll get 2 fireworks there. Frances did anything she could to antagonize me. My youngest daughter is biracial. Frances called my daughter the N-word. But I wouldn't fall for it. I stayed away from her. And I think she was racist against Dave. I think she had it out for Dave when Dave won. I remember one weekend, Dave went out to start the car. This car was across the street from my dad's property. David's not been here this morning, and I thought here today, most basically also. The man that they won't protect him from. Francis came up to the door. He went around the car windows, beat on the car window, cussing and calling names. I went over and videotaped the parts of there, running, and I couldn't get it. That was the blinder thing is not that you can't see in the car, if you sit there in the car, if you look on down the window, saying if you're a man, come out here and fight me. Just crazy. He just drove away. And I said, why would you call the law? He said, what's the law gonna do? They're not gonna do anything. Man, we don't see it, it never happens. I asked you to say, I said, how about murder? If they should have here in front of me, you don't see it. So it never happens. Alright, there's no life up in this. And I'm there, and there. Somebody in the community did something for people. Dave stayed so calm through this. She tormented Dave. He never said anything. He was not confrontational. He would say, just let it be, it is what it is. Dave was a peacemaker. He was definitely the compromise to her. He would always say, she's just a clown, don't attend her circus.
The only remix circus is 2 hours of non-stop wow. Don't miss the double bill intensity, high-flying traffic, and more. Brought to you by Sonesta Travel Pass, coming to Mortgage Matchup Center July 23rd through 26th. Hey, it's Allison Brand here. For years, I've been designing spaces that feel rich, layered, and inviting. It's all about increasing warm colors, cozy textures, and special pieces of release. Living spaces! And Cox, stay connected and no sweat. If you bundle Cox Internet with mobile, you're covered in here and out there. See it? Save more when you bundle Cox Internet and mobile. Just another way we keep you a step ahead. Shake out your summer with a hands of power gas. Water activated serum and chamomile. This entire skincare ritual exfoliate. Shake out your summer to brighten your skin.
And kind of just spiraled from there.
every time my mom was outside, she was harassing her, yelling crazy things at her. Princess really started stalking my mom everywhere she went. She would follow me and Owen to the grocery store, block us in at Kroger's, bracket, get out. Anything she could think of to do to aggravate, she would do. I would have Owen out in the yard. My nieces would be out in the pool. Frances would lay out in her yard topless. She'd be out there mowing her yard naked, showing her butt, nutting them, showing them her boobs. You gotta tell me this thing. Yes, my neighbor's going to stop me. What's the matter later? What's going on? We're out in our pool and my neighbor, she was standing in her front door butt naked. And I have kids in my pool. Alright, stay in there, okay? Thank you. The cops informed us that's not against the law. So there was nothing we could do about it.
In the state of Kentucky, it's not a crime for a woman to be topless. But you can't show your genitalia, and that's for guys and girls. I mean, it's a crazy law that there's too much about. But we do have some law laws here.
Haley was very uncomfortable with Owen coming down because of what was going on. They didn't feel safe there with Frances, the way she was acting. I refused to let my son Owen come visit. At this point, I was pregnant with my second son. I have to think of my family first before I take him
Liz,
down and around Frances. And an unknown.
I'm done. I'm not coloring it
I
anymore.
all these feelings today. He saw where I was coming from.
Well, it's fine.
Around me thought that I was just being dramatic.
It was fine.
I think it was a great idea to do what we said. Like,
Yeah,
with the rose and the colors.
it's gas.
I'll do her for a while. But Gang never.
I was cooking, you were cooking, and you did cook.
As we're entering 2018, things were just awful. Dave and I felt like this Christmas now. There was just no peace there. And we was miserable for a year. It was like, we need help. We don't know where to go from here.
You just gotta.
I started working at the Government County Jail at 16. And that's when I first got to know Dave. Corrections is the hardest job that I've had. But they made the job so much easier. When he walked in, even the inmates, like they were like, they beat him. What's up, Dave? Dave, he is like a it is what it is type guy. Like, he lets things go. But
Alright, guys, that's the drawing. Thank you guys for watching.
oh my god, dude, he wasn't okay. He would come in more like a little bit more careful. Skin sandwich, have this thing, like